Look, man, somebody push that button, bro. I don't care what you talking about. Somebody push that button. You feel what I'm saying? Bruh, I have not seen this much content about that is honestly, right? Old tweets, videos, people documenting parties, all this different stuff. I haven't seen this much content about what Drake has been suppressing in a minute, bro. And I'm not talking about battles and boom, boom. No, bro. I'm talking about the weird stuff. You see what I'm saying? That gives us a glimpse of what really be going on in this industry, right? Which is why some people might not see the battle as important as I saw it, because maybe they just thinking that these lyrics that Kendrick wrote in Meet the Grams was him just talking. You feel what I'm saying? I'm of the believer that believes that there is truth to what Kendrick Lamar was saying, and he's more than likely telling the whole truth, right? I've been in this industry 12 years. I'm going to tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when I heard that, that moment might have hit harder for me as somebody who has already been aware of the potential secrets and the potential that are going on in this country, bro. That in reality, the reality that we live, right, it's totally different from the reality that's going on behind the scenes. And the fact that they don't want us to know about it is because they don't know how we'll respond. They don't know how we'll take it as human beings, right? They don't know what could happen. So they try to hide it. I think it's the same thing with the industry. And to allure people to this industry, right, without being honest about it, and lure people into this industry to and try to trap them so they can't get out. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into that. Kendrick rapping about this in the biggest battle in the history of hip hop was significant to me. That gave me a whole different view of Kendrick Lamar's greatness. So I don't know. Maybe people ain't really got to look. They haven't looked at it from that perspective. Maybe they just looking at it from the songs and stuff like that, and just think it's just the music. In my opinion, I think there was truth to what Kendrick was saying, and I think the bigger picture is going to unfold as time goes on. It just aligns too much. So, forgot what the point I was making about that. But anyway, main point being in general is that I believed what Kendrick was talking about. So seeing all this stuff come out currently on these social platforms and stuff, it feels like the timing is interesting because it's right after the battle. I mean, right after the lawsuit, right? The lawsuit is finished. And now all of a sudden, everybody is seeing these things come up in forefront. And it's very interesting, bro. Let's take a look at some of these tweets that people are going back to from years ago. Okay? Number one, Drake is an Edo. This is from June 28th, 2009. June 28th, 2009. Bro, Drake is buying alcohol for it. This is June 8th, 2014. This is June 8th, 2014, bro. Okay? The post here is unavailable, so somebody deleted it. But I know it was something crazy. Oh, I think it was something about not IDing for VIP sessions and stuff. Here goes another one. Drake probably underage. Now, this is just a joke. Or not, I don't know what to say a joke, but this is him. You know what I'm saying? We get what this is in light of. But what this also proves is that this perception around Drake has been a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. And a lot of these media guys and boom, boom, boom are trying to convince you that this is new. That Kendrick Lamar created this. Because it's almost rewriting the history of the fact that the battle isn't what did this. It was, you know what I'm saying? The battle isn't what did this, bro. This was his actions from years ago. Drake stayed with underage at concerts. One of these days, we going to hear Kimberly's Room Drake featuring Chris Hansen. This July 1st, 2011, bro. This is 2011 we talking about. You feel what I'm saying? None of this is new. Police are investigating under team held at Drake and Tyga's crib. Now, I do remember at a point there used to be these pages that were like rumor mill pages, and they was always capped. Right? They was always capped, typically. So I'm not gonna sit here, but this aligns with a lot of things. Drake gets exposed for a different girl like once a year, and it gets swept under the rug every year. October 2nd, 2020, bro. I still can't believe that Drake might be someone born in 2000. It's even grosser because he's even commented on her IG while she was still 16. So basically, he waited for her to turn 18. I don't care. Your fave is a go argue with your toes. This is September 17th of 2018, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay? What are we doing here? And then you got the whole situation that, you know what I'm saying? I did a video on this way back at the top. I think it was earlier in the last year. Like, I think it was during the battle or right after the battle. Some of that nature. And this is one of the thumbnails because this is one of the things I made a video. I said Drake just made a big mistake. And I put this as the thumbnail, and I was breaking down how, like, bro, hitting below the belt might cost them dearly. Right? But yeah, this was a situation where they said that he shut down a restaurant for this 18-year-old girl, right? But was in pictures with her, commenting on her pictures 2 years before that. So it's like, you feel what I'm saying? This is all information that's been out there. Like, bro, like, what are we doing? Trump Homeland Security needs to lock up the rapper stalking me with a girl named Molly and NJ and Molly and stalking me and threatening me when I never meet him before. Molly told him about me. Boom, 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 boom. Right? So, and thank you, Von Carter, for tagging me in this. So, this is 2018. Now, this could be any, of course, but when you look at all of these things in succession, it's like, this is crazy, bro. It might be deeper than people think it is, right? I want you in jail, but all these, you are scared to come out because you're threatening them. I guess I have to do it because I'm not scared to report you. I was just worried about you hurting a girl if I went to cop about you, right? So, this is not new, bro. And not only is it not new, it's not like there's a bunch of stuff that points to this, like things that have been done in public view. Like the girl that was on the young girl that was on stage, right? So it's like these are things that Drake has brought onto him, right? This isn't something that Kendrick just highlighted the moment. Kendrick just highlighted the situations. You see what I'm saying? Shout out Crumble Bastard as well. This whole video, like this video was crazy too. It's just a lot of different stuff. It's a lot of different stuff that's pointing to the fact, like, where is all this stuff coming from all of a sudden? How is all this stuff just surfaced? It's everywhere, bro. It's literally everywhere. You go on TikTok, it's everywhere, dog. So I'm just like, damn, did a button get pushed? Like, what happened? What happened to where even people I know who don't be tapped in like that are discussing this? You see what I'm saying? Like, where, how, there, I don't know. It's got something, but I don't know, man. These are the things that I'd be curious about. Like, what the hell? This timing is interesting. All the timing is very interesting. You feel what I'm saying? And it gives you so much insight on how clearly these guys are in a completely different world, right? And are very aware of how to use this world, right? Because just the way that they play games and the way they all this different stuff, like, bro, they move different. They move very differently, bro. Very differently. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not surprised because, of course, when you gain that type of capital, it's a different set of rules, which is the main point in all of this. Is how can a guy be seen doing all this stuff, be moving all this different stuff, and be protected? Well, it's because in reality, the things that benefit the powers that be, the things that benefit, whatever it is, come before the law. And that's just what it is. It all comes before the law, bro. That's just what it is. Like, if you in a certain position and you making money for certain people and you do and all this different stuff, and you got these type of connections and you paying off agents and all different types of stuff, like, that's a different world. You see what I'm saying? It's a completely different world. But because you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a completely different world that a different set of rules that people get to play by based on the amount of capital that you either have or you are supplying for other people. Like, that's capitalism at its core. That's capitalism at its core. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you get to that level and boom, 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 right? I'm sure they feel differently about it than the people on the ground feel about it. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to say on the ground as if there's, but I'm talking about in the capitalism scale, how capitalism grades this thing. You feel what I'm saying? Not your worth as a human being, but how capitalism grades this thing. Like, it's just very interesting. But yeah, clearly a button has been pushed, bro. And because of all this stuff starting to come out, I expect not only Drake, but that side to become more desperate and do more outlandish things. And because of that, we just, you know what I'm saying? I think even more things are going to be revealed about this industry. Even more things, you know what I'm saying? I think it's been a great moment to watch all of the things, like the curtains fall for all of these entertainment industries. I don't know if y'all heard what's going on with basketball and the whole gambling ring or whatever, but the curtains are falling. And I know that because of that, it's going to be a completely different world, or a completely different country at least, which makes sense as to why they moving so fast towards trying to make sure they can control us, from an authoritarian standpoint. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's very interesting times. But I'm not going to lie. I love it. I love it. I love I'm grateful to be a part of this time. I'm grateful to be able to see the curtains fall and just see the birth of a completely new world or new country, new reality. I can feel it right around the corner. I can feel it. Just a world that, like, people aren't even, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can just feel it. I can just feel it. A completely different world coming. And I don't think it's coming in the way that people think, like a terrible world. Like, nah, I feel like it's going to be a great world for all people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe after our generation, who knows? But I know soon. You feel what I'm saying? That energy is out there. Like, the energy is out there, bro. I feel like there's so many signs pointing to it. Paying attention and you in tune. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can feel it. But hey, I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. I got probably one of my best videos yet coming out tomorrow. Not sure what time because my boy Visualize working on it. But I'm thinking tomorrow or Saturday, one of those days. But I'm excited to see y'all, for y'all to see that video too. We can talk about propaganda and how it's gonna be dope. I can't wait for y'all to see it. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here, especially if you've been here. I keep forgetting to put the Discord in the pinned comments. I'm about to do it to this video for sure. But all right, man, I'm gonna catch y'all.